everyone, it's Joanne and I'm back with another video. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing a review on a book that I just read. And that book is Rebel of the Sands by Alwyn Hamilton. I think that's how you say her first name, I'm not sure. So I picked up this book because it sounds interesting from the synopsis, but I was surprised at how much I really love this book. Like, I thought this book was going to be okay. Like, you know, nothing that was going to make it to my favorites list, but this book is awesome, and I love it so much. I was so surprised at how much I did love it, and how good it was. So, basically the story is about a girl named Imani, who lives in the desert town of Dustwalk, in a made-up world called Mythology. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. So, in this world of Mythology, there exists magic, and the world used to be filled with genies, or genies. I'm not really sure how they say it. And they used to be filled with magic and genies all over the place. But after a while, it said that somebody came and killed a lot of the genies and then drove the rest of them out. But still, in the land of Mythology, there is still fantastical creatures and mythological beasts and scary things, scary monsters. So this world is still filled with magic and creatures in it. Imani lives in the town of Dustwalk in the desert. So she hates living there. All she wants is to get out of Dustwalk. The thing about Imani is she is great with a gun. She is an awesome sharpshooter. She could hit any target. She's trying to enter shooting competitions so that she could raise enough money to leave. During one of these competitions, she meets a boy named Jin, and he's a foreigner, and he's a mysterious foreigner. And through circumstances that happens, they end up escaping Dustwalk together. She decides to go with him, and they have this whole adventure together. So first off, I want to say I really liked the different settings and the world building in this book. It's set in a desert, so there is so much sand all over the place. And I get a feel that this book would be set kind of like in a maybe Middle Eastern country, according to all the names of the different characters that are in the book. It seems like it would be like any kind of Middle Eastern country where there's lots of desert, and there's towns in the desert, and the only way they could get there is by walking. That's how I think of the setting when I think of this book. I also enjoy the different creatures in the book. They have some creatures who are completely evil, who want to kill people and hurt them. And then they have other mystical creatures that are wild, but they don't hurt people. For example, like there is a horse named Baraki in this book, and I love that horse. I just thought it was so cool. And I also really like the Demji. I'm probably not even saying that right. But the Demji are the children of a genie and a human person, and they have their own powers too. So I just really like seeing the different kinds of Demjins there are and their different kinds of power. I also really enjoy the mythology behind this nation or country or whatever it is. You find out a little bit about the genies and what happened to them, and how people ended up where they are now, and some mythology behind the genies that are in this book. I really liked Imani. She was very spunky, and she was very no nonsense, and she knows what she wants, and she goes out and tries to get what she wants. You see a lot of character development in her, because in the beginning of the book, all she wanted to do was get out of Dustwalk and think about herself and run away. And she does some things where she abandons one of her friends when she's all for herself. But you can see her character development where as she moves on, she starts doing things where she wants to help other people, where she wants to stop the bad guys from destroying towns and killing people. And she's not thinking about herself anymore, she's thinking about how she can help. So you could see her progression through her character in that way. She is also awesome at shooting a gun. She can basically hit any target that she wants. She constantly saves and protects the people that she's with her sharpshooting skills. Imani also has a really smart mouth, and she can't hold back saying things that she wants to say, and sometimes those things can get her in trouble or even get her killed, but she doesn't know when to shut up, basically, so she keeps on going and saying her remarks and her comments and everything. But she is a tough girl, and she can basically take care of herself, except for, I guess, when it comes to some mythological creatures. Like, she can take care of herself as long as she has her gun with her, but without her gun, she has to figure out different ways to survive. She's also very smart. She comes up with some plans when the time arises. She's good at getting herself out of sticky situations. Like I said before, you could really see character development in her. Her values change from the beginning of the book to the end of the book, and I just really liked her a lot. The next character I'm going to talk about is Jin, and he's the main love interest, and he's the main guy character in the book. He is full of mystery. He is very, very smart also, and he's not afraid to get hurt. He's not afraid to die. He fights, and he's good at fighting. He's also very good at making plans, and he is the first one to volunteer to carry out the plans that are made. He is also very tough, and he's very brave, and he forms an attachment to Imani. He does keep secrets from Imani, and eventually she finds out, and she, gets upset or whatever. But he always tries to find her whenever they get separated, protect her, and keep her safe, even though she doesn't make it that easy for him. And you can see that he cares for her a lot. So basically the romance in this book is pretty small. There's not... Like, you could tell that Jin and Imani have feelings for each other, but it's not the forefront of the book. So the romance is back on the back burner, but I really did enjoy the romance. I like the two characters together, and I liked how much they showed that they care about each other by saving each other and protecting each other and doing things together, working as a team together. So they don't even really have to say words like I love you or I like you or anything like that. Like, you could obviously see it in their actions towards each other. I really like how the romance didn't take over the book. So that was really good. This book has a lot of action in it. The book opens with action, which was really good, and I really like that. And it ends with action also. There is some different kinds of battles and stuff in the book. And I'm going to admit, there are some boring parts of the book, mainly when they're journeying throughout the desert, but it's not like it was so boring that it made me want to put the book down. It just made me kept wanting to read so that I could find out what happens and get to the parts that had some action in it. So all in all, I really did enjoy this book. I gave this book a 5 out of 5 stars, and it's really good. I recommend everybody to read it, and this is the first book in a series, so there's going to be, I know there's at least 2 more, so it might be a trilogy instead of a series. I'm not sure yet, but I can't wait to read the next one because this one leaves the reader with such a cliffhanger, and I can't wait to see what happens next. So thank you for watching my review. I hope you like the video, and I hope you guys give Rebel of the Sands a try because it really was a good book. And thank you for watching, and I will see you next time with another video. Bye!